Hey guys, Benoit here, and I just want to make a quick video update of some of the cards I've been purchasing. These I've gotten since I think around July this year. First up, we've got Southern Islands Japanese Mew Reverse Foil. I really enjoy the pattern on this. It's reminiscent of what we have in the English E-Series Reverse Foil cards. Just love the way the light plays off that. Here's an example of what the English side looks like for reverse foils. Very reminiscent of that Entei promo that we got. This looks pretty cool, but I don't care for the fact that it's very hard to see the text if you're looking straight on. I actually prefer this a little bit more, a little cleaner looking than this. Next up, we have two full art trainers that I plan to get graded. I actually got these given to me by a friend who just got back into Pokemon cards. His gateway drug of choice was Pokemon Go. Kind of got him reinterested in the series overall. But he's a much more practical person who's actually wanting to play the game, so he's only looking for the cheapest cards he can get rather than all the glitz and glamour ones. So he actually just gave these to me because he knows that's what I collect. Next up, we have a trio that I actually got on eBay about a month ago, I want to say. These pre-orders went up for sale, and their prices were kind of all over the place. You had ones for $10, $7. I believe I picked these all up for just under $5. So I got the three of these shipped for about $14.94. Pretty awesome card. Centering's great on all of them. Made it overseas with no issues, so I believe I'm going to get all these graded. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them. I hold on to them. Figure out what I want to do. This is, you have red with Pikachu. For those of you who don't know, this is not Ash. Ash is not the same as Red, who's the protagonist in the Pokemon video games, and also the protagonist in the original comic series, I believe. So, slight difference. He looks a little bit different. Just for those of you who think this might be Ash, it's not. Next up are some PSA cards I've gotten recently. First is Machamp. I just love this artwork. As a kid, didn't really care for this. It's just another Machamp. There were hundreds of the first edition Machamps that were out there. So just having another Machamp card was like, who cares? Now as a grown-up, looking back at it, the art just looks awesome. Just a really cool Machamp card. Really enjoy this. Next are some cards I picked up in the second to last round of PWCC auctions. I was able to get these for fairly cheap. Wish this had a little more pop to it. It's kind of hard to tell it's hollow, but as you can see, Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz really like the yellow with the blue. Great contrast and awesome having the Sugimori art down there. Just really enjoy these. Next up, you have Misty's Tentacruel. Really like this card. I like the Sugimori watercolor and the nice reddish pinkish background. I think it really plays off with little bulbs on Tentacruel's head. Just an awesome looking card. Then we got this. I just saw this and I was like, I could probably pick this up for cheap, which I did. I think it was under 20 bucks. And it's just probably my favorite Weezing art. And it's just got this in Japanese, Mint 9. It's got the new back. This is when they transitioned, I believe. Just an awesome looking card. Very, very dark looking for a Weezing. Just really cool. Got this also in that PWCC auction. I saw it and I put a bid on it, not realizing just how banged up it is. It's also got some slight damage and silvering, so if I do get this recased, it'll probably drop a letter grade, or drop a grade down probably to an 8. But that's okay. I think it's a really awesome card. Really enjoy the Steelix. I think it's kind of a cartoony alternative to the Sugimori Steelix that came out in Neo Genesis. This card just looks pretty awesome. Next up, we have a couple of EXs that I bought. Both of these were around 25 bucks, a little bit under. I'm just really starting to enjoy the EXs from the XY era. They're made, I think this one's Ueda. So I'm noticing that he did a lot of the art back then. 5-Ban also did quite a bit. But I'm really enjoying the art that he did. I think these are just really cool. The gold bordering, and they have some actual background to them, unlike the full art GXs that we have now, where you just have a plain background and it's tied to whatever typing they have. I really enjoy this kind of art style where you have Altarian, they have the nice blue background, nice gold bordering, really cool. Really enjoyed this Machamp. You know, he's got the gold bordering as well, and he's got kind of rocks flying around all over the place. When I first got this card in the mail, I thought that was a Nickon, and I was kind of like, how did this get a 10 if it has that giant gash in it? But it's actually part of the art. It's part of the rocks that are flying around behind it. Just cool. Really enjoy Machamp. Next up, it's Pikachu promo that I got. I've already got these loose. It comes with a Meowth that I think is really awesome that I'll probably end up trying to get in a 10 as well, but I was able to pick this one up for cheap, around 25 bucks as well. That's usually my instant buy. If I can find something in a 10, this card isn't super expensive, but just, you know, the guaranteed it's a 10 and you can get it already graded, I'll buy it at 25. So it's cool. It's kind of got a little bit of the E series going on done here. Not the full like you would see back when Wizards was printing these, but still a pretty cool card. Awesome Pikachu art and very affordable. Next up, I decided to get these two. I was able to pick them up from somebody on Verbank for around 30 bucks each shipped. Really enjoy this Blastoise art. It just is super menacing. The Expedition series I think is super underrated for its art. Everybody likes Skyridge and Aquapolis, but for me Expedition is where it's at. If you like water starters swimming and looking menacing, this is it. They also have a really cool Feraligatr in this set. But I just had to get this one. It's mint 9, and you can see that rainbow pattern popping out like it did on the Mew from Southern Islands. Awesome card. Next up, I already have this card. I have it in a 10. I have it in a 9. Well, a similar version of a 9. So I'll kind of show you what the difference is here. So here you have number 19, and then you have number 55. So what they did is that the hollows were first in the series. So this is the reverse foil version of the hollow card, and this is the reverse foil version of the non-hollow regular rare version. And something that I think Quador pointed out on E4 is that you can see here the difference between these, other than, you know, the numbering 19 and 55, is the fact that the E down here on reverse foils of cards that are meant to be holographic, they are golden E's, which is pretty cool, and then they are blue E's for the cards that aren't meant to be foil. So just a cool little difference that you have. Awesome. This is the guy I already have, and this is the guy I picked up. So just an awesome card. This might be a card that every time I see it for a good price, I'll end up buying it. And last but not least, pretty excited about this card. It was featured in my last video on my top 10 cards, and I'm excited to finally have an English version of it, also graded. We have Crystal Celebi, near mint to mint 8. Beautiful card. I've been looking at the surface, can't really find anything wrong with it, so I'm guessing it's just based on the back. It's got some nicking down here. Maybe it's just enough to drop it from a mint. Mint 9 to mint 8. Haven't seen too much, maybe a little bit up there. But still just an awesome card. Glad to finally have it in English. This is one of the chase cards. Eventually, you know, I'll probably sell this and get a 9, and then sell it again and get a 10. But that's going to take a while for me to build up some purchasing power to get there. But I really enjoy this card. One of my favorite editions. Picked it up in the last round of PWCC auctions. I think I paid around 84 for this. Probably one of my few purchases for this month. But worth it. Was kind of disappointed to see that the 9 went for, I think, around 93 bucks, and I was actually the person who drove up that price. I was the second highest bidder on that one as well. So I would kill to have that 9 for just about 9 bucks more, but this is pretty awesome as it is. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Oh, I also got this mat. My friend that gave me the full art trainers also went down to Worlds. I wish I could have, but I had been gone the weekend before that, and I was going to be gone the weekend after that, so I needed a weekend at home just to kind of take care of things around the house. But he also picked this up for me. Awesome play mat from Nashville. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching.